Good evening guys, good evening ladies, and welcome. Let's just sort this out. I've got 2 emails. Yeah. Don't look at emails, can't be asked. Hi Sam. Hope you and Angela are okay, my friend. Good evening to everybody. And I'm just moving this cup, find somewhere to put it there. Oh. I always forget to turn the volume down on the phone. Here we go. Anyway, yeah, tonight we're in the shack, guys. We're going to play with the radios, and I'm also going to tell you what we've been up to, which is not communications radio related. But it's still radio, so it still counts. Now, well, before we settle in, let's just get onto this. Let's go to the other camera. I'm not putting the big light on, I don't need it. Right, I've just turned the exposure up on the camera. Right, what we've got here, guys, we've got a CAM radio mic receiver, a UHF radio mic receiver. I bought this from eBay from the same person all them other mics came from. He had this as a separate listing. Anyway, there's an aerial broke off it there, and this aerial's okay, so we're going to try and, we'll never get one of them, so we're going to try and repair that one. And see if we can graft another piece onto it, scrape the paint off, and see if we can solder a piece on, and, you know, and obviously take it off and spray it black. Do something with it. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and repair that, make it roughly the same length as that. Anyway, the nice thing about this receiver is if you lift the little cover up there, you got some dip switches so you can change the channel, and it is a dual mic receiver. And remember the 2 mics I bought, these 2 mics. Remember these 2 mics I got, guys. Remember, I bought these. Can I zoom out any more? That's as far as I can go. Right, I bought these with another receiver, but the receiver I got with these was for a body kit. I got the body kit mics with it, so that all works. And it turns out that these mics are actually the correct mics for this receiver. They work, and they work well. Now, I thought these were faulty when I bought them, because if I turn it on, you'll see, if I turn it on, the red light comes on briefly and goes off. I thought they were faulty. Nothing wrong with them. That's supposed to do that. So we haven't tested these. Might test these on Sunday on the karaoke, see how they are. I've tested them on the reel-to-reel through the amplifier, and they sound alright, so we'll do a proper test on Sunday with those. But that's what's moved out of the way. But that's what we've got there, guys, and it gives you a list of the frequencies and channels on the back that it covers. There's 16 channels. It's 16 channels, and it covers quite a lot of frequencies. It goes from 863 all the way to 865 pretty much. Yeah. You know, so yeah, it's, you know, there's not a lot of difference between it. I mean, it's all pretty much 863, 864, that kind of thing. 865 is the last one. But yeah, that's what the problem was with this, guys. It wasn't working. How many have we got in? 6. Yeah, this wasn't working when I got it. When I put the 12 volts into it, it wasn't working, and it turned out, just clean my glasses, it turned out that the set that the 7809 voltage regulator had failed. So I had a word with my friend Jay over at Jay's Vintage Junk, and Jay put one in for me last night. He dropped me one off. He had a cup of coffee and a chat while he was here. That's better. And he dropped me the voltage regulator off, and I soldered it in last night. I didn't bother doing a video soldering it in because it's only a voltage regulator. I mean, it's basic electronics. If you can't fit a voltage regulator, then you shouldn't be doing it. You know, the easiest way to check a voltage regulator is to power the unit on, like I did, and there's a red light there that wasn't coming on, and it still won't because it's not plugged in. Anyway, then what you do, you check to make sure you got your mains, your DC going in, which we knew we had. And so what you do then, you go onto the voltage regulator, you go onto a ground, you go onto one end of your voltage regulator, which should be 12 volts, and then you go to the other side, which should be 9 volts, if it's a 7809. If it's a 7805, then you look for 5 volts. Anyway, this is a 9, so we'll look for 9 volts, and there was nothing there at all, no voltage there. So what I did then, I connected this to a 9 volt battery, and the power light came on. I connected it across where the voltage regulator would go to a 9 volt battery to a PP3, and the power light came on. And when I switched the mics on, the mics came on when I put them on, when I matched the channels up with them. The mics indicated that it was receiving the mics. So I put the new 7809 in it, and that's now back to full working order. And I'm pretty pleased actually, because I paid £10.80 for this, and it was worth that because, you know, the guy sent me a couple of extra mics as well. They're not for this and they won't work with this, but they're there for spares, aren't they? They're for spare parts, you know. But these are a pretty substantial mic. They're not bad. I mean, they're not the most expensive thing in the world, but that being said, cam stuff wasn't really that badly made either. You know, it wasn't terrible. I mean, it was, you know, a lot of DJs used it. I've had some cam stuff, I mean, and I'm trying to get these to sit straight, but they won't because the tops are caved in a bit. So they keep rolling. There we go. There we go. And yeah, fuck off. Stay where I put you. Anyway, but that's where we're up to with that, guys. That was a bargain, that, because you know, for what I paid for what I paid for all the wireless sets that I bought, all the radio mic sets that I bought. These days I call them wireless, I call them radio mics. Always have done. For all the radio mic sets I've bought, guys, you couldn't buy one good quality one for that. You really couldn't. I mean, it was about 55, call it 60 quid all in. With postage and stuff, call it about 60 quid. You couldn't get a decent, you can't even get an half decent set for that. You can buy radio mics for 30 quid. And I know, because I've got a set and they're shit. You know, they're just crap and they feel dead light and dead cheap. And I mean, these have got a bit of girth to them. I mean, is that loose? Oh, it could be the batteries. Yeah, that's the same. Could be the batteries. But that being said, guys, right, you know, I bet, you know, I would imagine this was a pretty expensive set when it was new. And on the back of it, a lot of them don't have this now. On the back of it, you've got your balance. You've got your balanced inputs here. Balanced outputs. Sorry, you've got your balanced outputs for each microphone, and then you've got a mix socket here, which is unbalanced. So if you've only got one socket, you flick that to on, you flick that two on and you plug it into there. And if you're not using that, you just turn that off. It also has squelch controls here, so you can adjust the squelch for each channel. Then you've got your power socket, and they also had the idea of mounting the aerials on the back, which I might do yet, because what I might do, I might drill this out and put BNCs on it so that I can use better aerials if we can't do anything with this. But if we can do something with this, then we'll just repair this and use it as is, because I'm not bothered. You know, as I say, I didn't pay a lot for it. It wasn't expensive, and you know, I've included it on the Radio Shack channel because technically it is radio, isn't it? I mean, let's move these. Technically it is radio. Hello, Clarence. Yes, yeah, BNC, British Naval Connectors. Yes, that's what it stands for, because they were used by the Navy on the ships, because so that the plugs didn't fall out of the back of the instruments. We all know that. Yes, that's an old one. We all know that. Anyway, but yeah, I think this is quite. You know, I mean, it's in good condition. It's still got the chart on the bottom that tells you what your frequencies are and what channels where to put your dip switches for the different channels that are available. The microphones can also change channel, so you know we're good with that. We're happy with that. We've also got, guys, let's bring up this as well. This is the Mildred's. Right, this is the Mildred's car radio that he's going to put in his Triumph Herald. And what we're going to do, we're going to take out the tuner, take the dial string, I'll get rid of all that, don't need any of that. These AF117s, I'm going to see if I can get this to actually run. Am I? No, I'm not, because it means looking for a speaker. I don't have one to hand, so no, we're not. But what we're going to do, guys, we're going to take the AF117s out because they're not needed. You know, we'll desolder those and we'll take them out. And what we're going to do, because while these are causing a short, they're also drawing current. So what we can do, we can actually take them out. We may be able to do that tonight while we're on live. Shall we have a look? See if we do a bit of live soldering, desoldering even. Right, so let's have a look. So yeah, this is, there you go. It's supposed to just go there, a bit further. Yeah, supposed to go there, but that opens up so you can get in. Yeah, it goes into there, it sits into there. That there's a little slot that sits into. There you go. That sits into there. So let's have a look where our AFs are, and we'll get them out. Yeah, we'll have a look where our AFs are. Right. So we can take them out. I've got a feeling they're probably knocking around here. Someone's already soldered something there. That's new solder, that. I don't know, you know. Because they're not marked on the bottom. It's not easy to see where the fucking things are soldered in. Do you know something, guys? We've got one there that's got to come out. There's one there. Right. I think that's one of them. It doesn't matter if we don't get it right, because we can always... there's 4 legs on these. Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, there's 4 legs on these. Fucking AF's a shit. Crap. There you go. Ah, fucking solder. There we go. Yeah. So if I lift that up there, and then we've got this one here, which I think is one. That one there certainly is. You can always tell which one's which. And I think this one here is. It's taking them out. Right, it's what it means. It means that one there. Now this one I think is here. I don't think it is. I think it's that one. Right, shall we see if we can pull that fucker out? I mean, it doesn't matter whether the cut or that keeps coming off, I've got to be careful. And I can't put a screw in that. I mean, it doesn't matter if it don't fucking come out in one piece, because we're not using them. But yeah, there's 3 legs out. There's 3 legs out. One left in, which is that fucker there. I did desolder it, but there you go. Right, now what we'll do, we'll go over this with the iron, and anything we've desoldered we can put back. Oh, hello Jason, I think it's Jason. Let's get this soldered back on, because we don't want to disturb anything that's related to the amplifier. That's it. Right, and that's all our transistors. That's one of our transistors out. What we'll do, when we're done, we'll put them on the checker and we'll find out what's wrong with them. I mean, they're probably just shorted to ground, but there's nothing on AM anymore, so there isn't really much point in them being in there. Let's just see what Jason's saying. Is it Jason? Hello, Jason. Not in for a radio check. Yeah, you're Radio 5. You're Radio 5. Yeah, you're working. Right, so what we need to do next is take this next one out, which is really pretty. Luckily there's only 3 of the fuckers in it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm not going to desolder that, because that is going to be an issue, because the wires run all over the place. They're not lined up like most of them. So what we're going to do, we're going to just clip them out. Because they're not going to be used again. We'll just take them out, guys, because they're not going to be used. Right. We've got one that's not we can't seem to cut through the current. Got that one. No, it won't come out, it won't cut through that. I want to cut through that. Cut through the other one. So we're through there. That's one. Now we've got this one here. You just clip them out because there you go. We left enough wires on them so we can test them. Yeah, we left enough wires on them so we can test it. Now I'll get the last one, because while they're in there and they're causing a short, they're going to be drawing more current. It's going to cause the radio to draw more current than it should. But this is what we want. We want to get these out really. That's that one. That one. That one. I think we got that one. Oh, fucking one. Come out, you cunt. There you go. That's them out. We'll test them in a second. See what they say. But I mean, at the end of the day, guys, we're not. Let's make sure we've got nothing shorting. Nope, we're okay. Right. But we know the amplifier. We don't need any of the rest of it. We know the amplifier works. We know the amplifier in this works because we've tested it. And I've done these buttons here. These are not going to be used, but they're back in place now. I've glued them back in. The tone control might be used, and that works now. That was broke. That's fixed. So, but we might use these buttons for other purposes because we don't know yet. I'm still waiting for you to contact me, Jason, about this radio that you want me to buy. Still waiting for you to contact me, and you know, we can do a deal. Yeah. So let's get the transistor tester and let's test this and see. No component detected. No, well, there won't be because I've not put one on it yet, have I? Alright, so what we'll do, we'll start with this one. This is the one we desoldered. Right, if I remember rightly, on these AF117s, the furthest one away is the ground. I think it is. We'll soon find out. But the ground is one of the end ones anyway. I think it's the furthest one away. Common cathode diode network. So if I go onto this side, NPN bipolar transistor. So yeah, that resistor shunt between E and B, and that's not right. So we've got a short in there. But yeah, probably because the ground, because the ground, if we go to here and then go to one of the other pins, yeah, we can just do it with this tester, I think. See, it's not coming on. If we do that, unknown faulty component. Is the battery going in this? Is the battery going in this? Yeah, it must be, because it's not staying. Oh, hang on, that button was jammed down. So let's get one of the other ones. We know one of them. Right, so the furthest one away is ground. See, these are probably all right if you cut the ground off, but we'll never use them. We'll never use them. Because you can't get fuck all on AM anyway. So, LED or diode junction. So let's go to the other side with the red. Okay, so that one's Hang on. Diode, oh yeah, so that one's fucked. That one's definitely fucked. Right, so now let's check the next one. Right, pull the sleeving off. There you go. Right. So out of them, only one of them was okay, but it probably have a short. It did have a short to ground because I tested it in circuit. They are 3-terminal bipolar LED. Now, if I get a screwdriver, now watch this, guys. Watch this. Let's turn this off. If I get a screwdriver and I nope, didn't work. We are in the right position. So we've got nothing on the red. So we go to here, which is ground, I believe. NPN bipolar transistor. Right, so one of these is fucking... So why is it saying it there? Move this one over to here. Yeah. We'll go across these in a minute with a meter, but one of the outside legs is ground, definitely, not the inside ones. So let's get the meter. Let's bring the meter in. Right. Now, connect that to the body of the transistor, which is basically ground. Right, there's ground, which is the outside one, which I said it was. And there we're short there, you see. So we're shorted there, and we're shorted there. Not there, and not there. So basically, we're shorted because that's your ground there. I mean, these transistors are disgusting. Surprised anything will conduct through that, but it did. Yeah, so there's your ground there. And we've got a short there as well. Now, if you hit those, right, put this back on here. I did this with one of Steve's radios, right, so there's your so we've still got a short there. So we go on to there because we know that's ground. We're not going to bend that over so it'll clip on easier. But that's short there and short there. And it shouldn't be. So there are your problems, guys, with these transistors. And the other one's going to be the same. This one's going to be the same. I think this is the first one I tested on it. So this one. So we go to that one. Oh no. Unless it's got fucking shit on it. That one's not short. That's the only one out of them all that isn't. Yeah, it is. Right. Well, that's not your ground there, that's your ground, the outside one. And the wire's really filthy. But yeah, they're the problem that we have with those AF117s. They were a terrible transistor, and they still are. And the way round it, is to replace them with AF. I'll resend it, Jason. I'll resend you my number in a bit, mate. I'll resend it you, mate. I'll do it now, actually. I'll send it you now, and then it's done. Right. Right. And if I send this on WhatsApp, there you go. On its way, Jason. You should have got that. Yeah. Yeah, I've sent it to the right place. Right. Right. Why have I got one chats there? Probably because of that. Yeah, 9. Yeah. Right. Chats. There we go. Right. Right. I'll send it by text as well in case you don't get the WhatsApp. There you go. There you go, my friend. Done. All sorted. We'll put the YouTube back on. There we go. Right. So, now we've finished messing about with that. Them transistors, they can go, well, they're no good. I'll never put them in anything. Oh, no worries, Jason. I'll look forward to your call on Sunday, mate. Right. Let's go over to the radio, shall we? We'll have a play with our radio. There we go. That's no good because I'm sat right in fucking front of it there, aren't I? There we go. There we go. Let's zoom in if we can. There we go. Right, well, we've got the 270s on there, guys. Got the 270s on the top, and we've got the, and we're on 28 megs, 10 meters on the Yaesu. So what we'll do, we'll have a flick through the Yaesu and see what we find. Getting some noise. I want to try and do this so you can see what I'm doing. Right. Am I on USB? Yeah. It could be on LSB. Let's have a look. No, they're not. Why am I getting that noise? I'm trying to find. Sounds like a fucking steam train, that, doesn't it? Don't know where that noise is coming from. Not getting much here, are we, guys? Let's go back down. Because we were getting something, weren't we? But getting a horrible noise with it. Don't know what that is. Can't get into it anyway. Picking something up though. Don't know. You sure not got anything I don't? No, shouldn't have. That's 26. We're going to find fuck all down there. That's low band. That's 555. It's fuck all anyways. Turn this off. Oh, that's not causing it. Turn it back on. We'll have a look round that in a minute. Go to right, that's channel 19. Yeah, I'm not allowed to use this radio on here, so I generally don't. So there's no point going to the other places because I can't use them. Not with my aerial. See, this goes 29 megs now. I wonder where that noise is. Oh, it could be my soldering iron. There you go. My soldering iron, guys. How about that, eh? Shows how dirty modern electronics is, doesn't it? You know, you turn your soldering iron on, it does that. We're not really getting anything, are we? There's nothing really happening. That's channel 19. Let's see who that is. See who that is. 60125. Yeah, I might lose my fucking might lose my fucking wrong mic. Might lose my fucking mouse on the computer when I do this. Turn the fucking hand down. Side. Side. Yeah, can you tell me who's on, please? Got Andy Apollo in Stockport. Yeah, I got you there, mate. Who's on with you? Roger, no, I can't hear him. I could only hear you. Yeah, I'm getting about £9 off you. Thanks for the check, mate. Yeah, you have a nice evening. Bye, mate. Yeah, so yeah, we don't know who's there. So what we'll do, we'll mooch them out. Yeah, no point going any further down here because there's never anybody down there. No, 10 metres is generally better. We do get a fair amount of noise, but 10 metres is generally better in my opinion. Right, let's go back to... we're on 555, so let's go to SSB. Hello, this is Andy Apollo in Stockport. Can somebody give me a radio report, please? No fucker on it. Because somebody would have come back. So let's go back up to... Looks like I'll have to take my ticket. Absolutely. SSB is a lot of work because you have to tune in most conversation. AM requires no clarification. That's right. You know, but I mean on this radio it's easy enough. You know, on this radio it's easy enough to do it. So see who that is. There's somebody there on FM. Oh, that's that lad who was just talking to you, wasn't it? Yeah. I wonder where Carl is. He's not been on for ages. There's nobody on here. Nobody on here. There's normally someone on there, but there's nobody there. Anyway, let's carry on up here. Nothing about, guys. Nothing on here at all. It's there's something there. Go back to FM. Nothing there, guys. Let's turn this one down. Let's have a look through this one. There's something on PMR. Just have a, no matter what I do, my hand's going to be in the way on this one. That's some sort of carrier. Nothing doing on any of it, guys. It's a bit of a shame, really. Yeah, never mind. Check your SWR, mate. I don't need to, I know my SWR's okay. SWR's okay, Clarence, if you're referring to me. I don't need to check it. I will anyway, just for... I can't check it on here because I ain't got a built-in SWR meter and it means fucking about connecting one up. But I know this is going to be right because it won't transmit if it's not. And if I press this button here, SWR, go to where I know there's no one going to be, which is okay there. Yeah, 1.5. Just under 1.5. Yeah, just under 1.5. That's good enough. I know there's nothing wrong with the SWR. Besides, the SWR wouldn't really affect the receive anyway, unless the aerial falls down. And there's the power output. I've pressed the wrong button. I'll put it on scan. There you go. Monitor 555 for a minute. But even so, I've got a, what do you call it on here? I've got a tune button. What's SWR on here? I don't need to. Well, it'll be low. 1.5. Let's put this on SSB. There you go. Adjust the squelch a little bit. That radio's moved, there we go. There you go. If anybody comes on, they'll come through, they'll break through the squelch. But yeah, let's come back to you guys. Yeah, unfortunately there's not a lot happening, guys, and I'm a bit disappointed about that because I was expecting at least some sort of communication. Let's put that on, there we go, 555. It's unusually quiet. That makes me wonder about the serial tuning, the aerial tuning rather. No, the aerial's okay, it's working. It's just got fuck all, just fuck all on. Basically, just fuck all on really. I tend to find the best activity is, I mean, look at the noise floor. If I move that out of the way, look at the noise threshold. We're getting about fucking £7 or £8 worth of noise. Anyway, no worries. We can, we'll have another go next time. Let's go back to me. There we go. No, the tuning's okay because I've just checked it. Besides, it wouldn't really affect it on receive. It's SWR's transmitting. Basically, for checking your transmitter, it's you know, even if your SWR's out, guys, then you're still gonna receive. I mean, it's like that aerial I've got in the workshop. SWR's miles out on that, but I'll still receive perfect on it. You know, it's only for transmitting, mainly. Well, basically that's what it is for. Yeah, but you want to do your ticket, Clarence, so then you can get yourself a decent radio and, you know, yeah. Hello, Mark. Hello, Bernie, and everybody else at the Mark 1966 household. Yeah, when Mark comes in, we can put an extra 10 watchers on the list, because a group of them usually sit there watching. So yeah, we've just had a play with the radios. Yeah, I'll just give you a quick look at what's on the desk at the moment. There we go. As you can see, Jason, I've still got your Lincoln. There we go. Still got the Lincoln. Still got the CRT 6900. I don't really use it much, but it's there. Got the realistic handheld. Yeah, so everything's pretty much as it was. I've got the President Grant under the desk here. I've got the TriStar. I think it's a 747. But I've got that under there. Yeah, but if I turn my soldering iron on, guys, watch. Oh, it doesn't affect that one. Oh yeah, it does. Well, that was turned down. If I turn that, just bring that squelch. If I turn this down, the noise goes. And it'll probably come back when the iron gets cold. There, turn it back up. Look at that. Modern electronics is so crap, innit? Very noisy, very dirty. Yeah, I'll be going soon, guys. What time is it? What time are we on? Yeah, 8:02. Don't ever change the 6900 into a 10 metre mode. It's quick to change between 10 and 11. Do you ever change the 6900 into 10 metre mode? It's quick to... No, I don't, because if I change it back to 10 metre mode, I have to have on my model, I have to take the top off and plug a cable in to reset it, to reprogram it for the 11 meters. So I leave it. I don't change it. I don't need to change it because I've got radios that can do that. The Lincoln can do it. This big fella here can do it. I think the TriStar can just do it. Yeah, and I think the Grant can do it, I think. So, but the Lincoln definitely can do 10 meters. That's what's known as a free bander. That can definitely do 10 meters. But I don't change it to 10 meters. I mean, there's not really much. You know, I don't know whether there's any point in you having it on 11 meters in America, because the only part of 11 meters you get in America is fucking AM, is fucking mid-band, the 40 US, as they used to call it. We call it mid-band, but that's what you get over there. But yeah, there is a sticker on the top of the 6900 of how to reset it to factory settings. But I don't want to, because I have to plug a cable. I have to take. I think it's the bottom you have to take off, and plug a cable in. See, the later versions had a socket on the back that you could plug a USB-C or something in, or some form of USB cable. But this one doesn't. This is the earlier model I've got. Let's turn these radios off, because they'll be going off in a minute anyway. It's a shame we've got nothing on there tonight, isn't it? But you need a good clean them displays. Look at the state of them. Congealed sneezes and all sorts on them. But yeah, I have to use a cable to reprogram it. So, and it came pre-programmed for 11 meters. So I just leave it. You know, I don't need to use that for 10 meters. I've got radios that can do that. I mean, the Lincoln, that goes up to 20. that goes up to just under 30 megs, 29.999 whatever megs it goes up to that. So I can use that. I can use that for 10 meters. I can use the. I'm not sure if the TriStar does it, but the link at the, what do you call it, does, I think. Or it might not, high, mid, low. No, they don't do it. They fall short. They only go low band, high band, and mid band, low band, mid band, and high band. So, because to get into 10 meters, you've got to have super high. To get into the 10 meters, that's up in the super high territory or super high. You can't do it. Hello, Karen. Hope you and Jeff are okay. Let's see what you're saying. It's hit and miss, Andy. Or are weekends busier? I don't know. I think it's busier. I think what I'm going to do, guys, I think next Friday, I think I'll do the shack in the afternoon, because we've got more going on in the afternoon, and I don't really want to go on 19. Not that I've got anything against 19. There are people on 19 I do speak to, but there's a lot of profanity on there, and you know, there's a lot of swearing and profanity and all that stuff, and I'd rather not bother with it, to be honest. You know, so we've only had one contact tonight. I forget where he said he was, but he was a few miles away. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with the aerial setup. I could do with a better aerial, but what I might do, guys, I might save up and buy myself another IMAX. I might save up, buy myself a new IMAX. And should work better. And an IMAX works a bit better than a silver rod does. It resonates a bit better on other bands where this won't. So I'm thinking about saving up for an IMAX. I mean, my IMAX is fucked. Even if I find a good bottom section, I'd be happy, because my bottom section's fucked, but my middle section was brand new, and my top section's okay. So it's just a matter of getting a new bottom section, but the bottom section's £80 odd, and when you can find it in stock, that is, and it's just too much for a fucking. That's just too much for a fucking piece of fiberglass tubing with a wire running through it. It really is. I can't justify it. Anyway, guys, so we come to the end of another one. I thought I'd seen a fucking mouse run across the fucking thing, then it was a shadow off my glasses. Looked like a mouse scampering across the desk. I come here for the profanity. I know, but you know, it's not nice. You know, I mean, I swear a lot. I do, guys. I own up, but I just don't think it's nice coming out of that. You know, I just don't think it's nice. I very rarely swear when I'm on the radio, so I just think it's, you know, not very. I just don't find it. I'm not a snob or anything, don't get me wrong. Just don't find it, you know, tasteful. Anyway, guys, check out my other video I uploaded on the main channel, on the Vintage Audio Repair channel. I had a bit of a problem yesterday with the computer in the workshop. What happened was, at first I thought somebody had got into it. I thought it had been compromised, because my disk drives and my Windows Explorer and shit was opening up on its own, and my disk drives disappeared. So I disconnected it from the internet, and I rebooted it, and the drives all came back, but within a couple of minutes of it booting up, they all disappeared again. Anyway, it turned out to be a loose wire on one of the drives, because I disconnected all the drives, I cleaned all the cables, and I put it all back. Plugged them all back in, and I tested it, and everything was back, and it's not done it since. It did crash earlier when I was uploading the video. I don't know what happened. It just crashed, but I think it was mainly YouTube that crashed. So basically, what I did, I just rebooted the machine, re-uploaded the video, I tried to upload it, and it uploaded and went on without no problem. You know, it's getting on a bit now, that computer. I mean, that motherboard now is about 10 years old, maybe a bit older. Can't remember when I got it, but I've had it a long time. But it serves me well still. I might consider replacing it at some point. Good to see you, mate. Have a good weekend, everyone. Yeah, you have a good weekend as well, Clarence. On that note, guys, I'm going to disappear because A, I need to go for a piss, and B, I've got other things I want to do as well as have a slash. Right, you take it easy, guys, and I will be back tomorrow for the Saturday Live. There might be another video tomorrow afternoon, me doing that dance set still, the dance set major. I shall catch you later, guys. You all take it easy. Bye for now. Oh, I almost forgot. Like, share, subscribe. Buy me a coffee if you want to. Bye for now, guys and girls. You all take it easy.